Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are here at ICAST 2024 in Orlando, and we're here at the Z-Man booth. And I want to show you a really exciting new bait. So obviously, forward-facing sonar, active target, all the rage right now. And Z-Man knew they needed to come out with the best forward-facing sonar bait on the market. So we all know like how popular the jig head and minnow profile is right now, but one of the biggest pet peeves I have is not having a seamless transition from the jig head to the bait, and it just doesn't look real. It doesn't. The whole package that a lot of these jig heads with minnows, the color's off, the profile's off. Sometimes you're using a ball head with a minnow profile. It just doesn't look as real as it should, and I think it's just going to get harder and harder to get bites with forward-facing sonar with everybody doing it. So Z-Man came out with a bait called the SHADZ. Really, really cool bait. So this little bait here, as you can see, it definitely solves that issue of not having a seamless transition, a more realistic profile from the jig head to the body of the bait. The body of the bait is, as you can see, it comes with a spare when you buy it. And so it still is soft plastic, but it seamlessly fits with that head. But that's not really where this bait is excelling at. There's other design qualities that just blew my mind when they were talking about it. We had a sales meeting last week, and they went through all the design qualities of this thing, and I was like blown away. So the biggest thing with forward-facing sonar baits is obviously being able to see the bait on your forward-facing sonar, your active target. And so they put a lot of energy into designing this bait to be able to see the jig head. So the design of the jig head, the angles and everything really are made so you can see this very well on forward-facing sonar. But they also included an air chamber in this bait, which shows up as well. So the one thing to remember about forward-facing sonar is that things that are more dense than water and less dense than water will show up on the sonar, and so that's why they included that air pocket, so you can see it even better. Another thing that's really important about the SHADZ, and something that's very specific to this, I haven't seen any other company come up with a solution like this, is one of the problems with a regular jig head is when you tie it on, there's times that the knot will be kind of kinked off to the side, and it'll cause the bait to kind of be a little bit wonky. It won't sit right in the water column. You can't just hover it like you want to. But with this bait, you're going to get that perfect hovering, suspended action every single time, because the jig head actually doesn't have the line tie at the top. There's a little hole at the top, and it's a kind of a line through system. And so the line goes through the SHADZ head, and then the line tie is at the very, very bottom here by the tip of my finger. So you tie there, and that ensures that your line placement is perfect every single time with this bait. So really, really exciting bait. It's got a really nice sharp hook on it. It's an angular hook that I've used with things like the Mulletron LT, right? And that angular hook design really allows the fish to lock on when you set the hook. It kind of locks the fish right in that little angular corner there. So that's another design quality that's really important. But overall, man, this is going to be an absolute killer on forward-facing sonar. I'm so happy they designed it. I've been chomping at the bit to get a good forward-facing sonar bait like this that is that jig head and minnow profile, but it actually looks real. So if you guys are interested in the new SHADZ, make sure you check out zmanfishing.com. I don't know when it's going to come out. Honestly, it's probably going to come out in the next few months, but when it does, you better order it quick because it's going to go very fast. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, drop any comments or questions below, and I'm going to see you out on the water. Make sure you trust the process.